Hello, my Sunny Bays. Welcome back. I'm so glad you can make it. I am officially on PTO. I logged off of my 9 to 5 job a little bit earlier today and I started to take out my suitcase out of my closet because I am starting to pack. This is a much needed break and I'm so excited to just turn off my brain for like the next couple of days because I'm going to Punta Cana in Dominican Republic for, I want to say 3 days. No, 3 days. No, I just said that. Wow. 4 days and 3 nights at an all-inclusive resort with my family. I'm just so excited to be able to do something like this with them and be just all together and have some fun at the beach, you know? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I don't think this hangout is actually going to be like my typical pack with me because not gonna lie, I have not started at all. I haven't even planned out my outfits or anything. So I'm going to be in a fairly big rush, as I always am. I feel like I put the pro in procrastination when it comes to packing. I'm also being super ambitious because I'm going to a workout class at 6 o'clock and then I have to drop off Romper and my friend Jenna's because she is puppy sitting for us. She lives about 30 minutes away, so I have to factor that in. And then once I get back home, I have to do like all of my packing basically. That said, the highlight of today's hangout is going to be the fact that I am going to be whipping out my travel journal for the first time ever. I set this journal up quite a while ago. I want to say at least a couple months ago because I bought some goodies from Cloth and Paper as I normally do, and when they dropped their A5 slim size vinyl cover, I had to snatch that up so quickly. I'm gonna show you the entire setup for that because I think that is honestly the only journal that I'm gonna bring with me on the trip. I'm not bringing my Paper Republic A5 trifold. I'm not gonna bring any of my personal and business planners. I have a dedicated travel journal for this purpose so that I don't have to bring all of those things with me. So yeah, I'm gonna go into all of those details later in this video after my workout and after dropping off Romper because those are priority things. Here's little Romper just taking a nap. He is very excited to spend some quality time with Beastie. Beastie is my friend Jenna's dog and they're gonna have the best time and I'm gonna miss him. We gave him a bath and everything so that he can be very floofy and soft and clean. I feel really lucky because I get really nervous about putting my dog Romper, this is Romper, in daycare because he's such a passive dog and he's just such a couch potato, so he gets overstimulated very easily. And I feel like that's a fear for a lot of dog or pet owners in general, is like putting their dogs or pets in boarding since there's so many things that are out of your control. So I'm very grateful that some of my friends are very willing to help out and watch this little guy while I'm on vacation. Look at him. He's very thankful as well. Okay, the reason why I brought you over to this corner of my house is because this is where I have my travel journal just kind of sitting on the shelf. I'm so excited. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek because I literally cannot wait to use this on vacation. Oh my gosh, she's just beautiful. I mean, Cloth and Paper, man, they just do such a good job of making things that just speak to my soul, okay? I'm gonna show you literally everything that's in this journal, like cover, and yeah, we'll talk about all the things and how I plan to journal while I'm traveling. But first, I'm gonna go to my workout and then drop off Romper, and then I'll be right back.
Dare I say this is gonna be a very spicy class today.
Now we're back at home. I just dropped off Romper and took a shower. I also got a task out of the way because I really needed to pay my bills for the previous month and I wanted to knock that out before I went on vacation because that's the last thing that I want to do when I'm in Punta Cana. But aside from that, I'm really gonna try my best to not be on my computer or any of my devices, to be honest, except for my Kindle. My Kindle does not count as a device. It's a book, so that is part of my relaxation routine. It's going to be amazing at the vacation. I have not started packing yet, which is a huge problem. It is already, oop, that's my alarm. It's already 10:31 right now. like in at nighttime. So I really need to get my shit together and start packing. I think what I'm gonna do is curate all of my outfits tonight and then try to start packing those. Get that at a good place because honestly, I feel like picking out outfits is the thing that takes me the longest time. And then the other stuff I think I can do tomorrow morning because our flight is actually not until 12:30 p.m., which means that we don't have to leave our house until 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. I usually wake up at like 6:30 a.m., so I have plenty of time to pack my toiletries, other miscellaneous items. So I'm not too worried about that kind of stuff. But before we go to bed today, I am going to get all of my clothes and shoes, accessories, those types of things all figured out. I promised you that I would show you my travel journal setup, which is right here. And I do think that I'm gonna bring this and one other journal, which is technically not a journal. I don't know if that makes any sense, but basically it is my Paper Republic pocket journal cover that has like literally my passport in it and a couple of other little notebooks that I can use to jot down anything that I want to remember. I can also use it as scrap paper or just doodling if I really wanted to. This is going to come with me in my personal bag on the flight, obviously because it has my passport in it and I need it to travel. Let me show you the setup of this one first because it is really quick and simple, but this is, like I said, the pocket size in my Paper Republic leather cover journal. It's in the style Grand Voyager, I believe. I think that's what it's called. As I was saying, let's go over what's in my pocket journal first. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it. The first thing that we have here is my wallet, like card and cash holder. It is also from Paper Republic and I decorated it with a couple of fun little vinyl stickers. When I open this up, there's nothing inside at the moment in these pockets because I feel like I'm gonna use these if I do collect any ephemera during the trip. I have a bunch of cute little Polaroid photos that I have with my friends. There's a couple of them in here. I want to have these with me just so that I can look at them and it brings me so much joy. I also have the zipper pocket here in case I want to put stuff in here during the trip and I don't want things to fall out. This is the pocket on the other side. There's nothing in there yet, but I have more fun stickers. The second insert I have in here is a really tiny notebook refill that I also got from Paper Republic. It's in the pocket size and this is going to be just like my brain dump notebook where I'm just going to use it as scratch paper or just to, you know, write down anything that I want during the trip. Also, it'll be good to have this on the flight just in case I need to jot down anything. And at the very back, I have my passport here with me. I put it at the back just because I feel like it's the most secure there, and I think it works really well. And that is everything in my pocket little journal cover. Now let's go through what makes up my travel journal, and this vinyl cover is so beautiful. It's from Cloth and Paper. All the notebooks in here are also from Cloth and Paper, but I did place some really cute decorative pieces at the front because you can see that it's clear and you can see through them. I think I got this little cute print from I forgot the brand's name. Is it Lila Journals? Yeah, I think that's right. I got a bunch of washi tape from them and this little cutie print was included in my purchase, which was so nice. At the very top, I have a clip here. This is from Traveler's Company, and it's just like one of those clips that you can use to hold your pages open. It's a little bit weighty too, which is nice. And I feel like this one really needs, like this cover really needs one of these clips because the vinyl is not as flexible as like a leather cover. So sometimes you just kind of have to like pry it open. It's not as flimsy, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and show you everything else. I have a bookmark in here that I got from France. It's of the Little Prince, and I just thought I would stick that on there because I love the colors and the graphic. Up here, I just have a little heart-shaped, like cardstock decorative paper piece that I got in a blind box with Stitch in it, which was so cute. It's like holographic. On the other side, I just have a Polaroid of me and Chubbs here from a long time ago. This was taken back in 2022 at a wedding that I went to for a friend. And at the bottom here, you can see this is from Jamie Page Doodles. This is a free bookmark that I got from a gift with purchase, and I decided to put that on here as well because I thought it was so cute. In the pen loop over here, I just have a random pen from Uniball, and this is a brown ink pen. I'm actually not sure if this is the one that I want to bring with me on the trip, but it's just in there for now. This is the 0.5 millimeter by Uniball 1. So yeah, I like the ink because it's brown, it's very soft, but it's not as inky and thick as I want it to be. I like my pens just very juicy, and this one just isn't giving it to me quite yet. So I might switch this out for something else eventually. Now let's go through the book inserts. I have a total of 3 books in here. In the back, I do have a clear kind of plastic folder piece to just keep any ephemera that I want to collect over the trip as well. The very first book, this one is called The Daily Agenda, and it is exactly that. It just has some pre-templated daily planning inserts where it breaks down by hour from 5 a.m. to 12 a.m. I guess. It has a grid format, which is really nice. And at the bottom, it's just a blank space for you to write any notes and to-do lists. I love that it's undated, so I can just write down the exact date that I want to fill this out for and then just go from there. I don't have to use it like chronologically. I'm so excited to use this, especially for trips where I have a kind of packed itinerary and I want to make sure that I am making sure that I keep track with timing and brainstorming exactly where I want to go and sightsee and all of that stuff. Maybe for this Punta Cana trip, I'm not going to use this just because I don't need a full itinerary or a very planned out day, since it's an all-inclusive resort, if you know what I'm saying. I'm just going to be dilly-dallying on the resort, just relaxing, so this might not be necessary, but I just have it just in case. The second book here, I love this color. It's like a very beautiful dark espresso brown. This is called The Experience Tracker, which is, I think, one of my favorite books in here. This is so neat because the inserts have these templated pages where you can write the name of the place or experience, the category, location, and you can write a little review. It has these little circles so you can rate it, 1 to 5. There's a blank space on the left side, and on the right side there's a grid space where you can just kind of like write a review and a summary of how your experience was. I'm really excited to use this one actually, especially when we go on excursions. If we do during Punta Cana, I definitely think I'm going to be using this. Or even restaurants and bars. If there's something that's a really standout experience, I might actually put that on here as well. Next, like I said, there's this little plastic cover folder where I can put more paper ephemera that I collect during the trip. And at the very back, I just have a dot grid book as well. This one will be just simply for brainstorming, or if I wanted to have people that I meet on vacation write me like a little, I don't know, a blurb or something that they want to write. I would love to start something like that during travel. Like if I make a new friend with a random stranger at the bar or at a restaurant and we start talking, like I might ask them to write like a little blurb or something to remember them by, which I think would be really, really cute for a travel journal. And that is everything in my travel journal setup. I hope you like this little overview. I know this, this view is just kind of a little awkward, but hopefully you were able to see everything pretty clearly. When I get back from the trip, I also have a book in my memory keeping journal in my A5, like the bigger one that I always use on a daily basis. I have a travel journal in there as well. So what I do with that is when I get back from the vacation, I go ahead and print out all the photos of memories that were highlights for me. And then we make like a whole spread on it. So that's more of like a reflections type of journal and documenting my key moments from the trip, versus this one is going to be more like in real time while I'm on travel and actively going through the experiences, because I think there's a little bit of beauty in both, right? Like this is helping me kind of slow down and reflect during the trip, while my memory keeper is more so me collecting and really showcasing how my trip was in hindsight. Okay, well, anyway, I'm gonna start packing. Let's see how far I can get so that I don't stay up all night. Yeah, that doesn't sound very good. So I'm gonna make myself some tea actually, and then let's go ahead and get started. And it's 10 minutes to departure. I am basically all packed and ready to go. All I have left is my laptop, my external charger, like this camera situation, and my tripod. And I think that is all. Charlie just took down my carry-on suitcase, so I can't show you that right now. But what I still have up here Obviously, I have to bring my phone. I am bringing my Aloe Yoga, what is this, fanny pack situation. It's very sporty. I love this thing because it's a fanny pack that actually has a pretty large capacity. I can have most of the things that I need quick access to in here when I'm on the plane. I have my passport in here, my ID. It's gonna have my phone. I'm also going to put you guys in here. What else? I have lip balm, my hand lotion because my hands get so dry on the plane. Just all the items that I feel like I need on me at all times to feel secure and, prepared. On top of my carry-on suitcase, Charlie actually packed his things in our check-in bag so that we can check that in. We don't have to worry about it. We'll just grab it when we land. And then the only other bag that I'm bringing, Charlie, I think he's bringing a backpack, but I am going to bring my duffel bag as usual. This is by July. It is my all-time favorite, hands down, holy grail travel companion. It is amazing. I've used this for years and years. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think when I bought this. I want to say it's been at least 5 years. Oh my goodness, question mark. This is great because the capacity is amazing and it's made out of mostly nylon, so it's very lightweight. I basically have all of my personal items that I don't want to check in or have in my carry-on suitcase because sometimes they make you check in your carry-on at the gate anyway, and that really pisses me off. There's like a few things that grind my gears, and that is one of them, is when I am purposely bringing this rolling suitcase with me as my carry-on because I do not want to check it in. You know what I'm saying? Like, as such a high anxiety, slight OCD / like very much of a perfectionist person who wants to have these things under control, and I do not like the unknown or unpredictability. I like to have my high priority things on me and I want to have my eyes on them, And that's why I bring it on my carry-on suitcase, but sometimes they force you to check it in because the air cabin is too tiny. That's why I do feel like having a duffel bag as your personal item is such a good idea, because obviously you can put like all of your very, very important and hard to replace items in here. Like my laptop is going in here, and some of my other things my makeup and skincare are going in here as well, but that's only because I want it to like sit upright as much as possible so that they don't like leak or anything, although they shouldn't because they're in my Cadence jars and they don't tend to leak. But yeah, just to be on the safe side. And my camera, supplements, vitamins, medications, all of those important things are all going in my duffel bag because I do not want to risk them taking it away from me. Just a little update for you before we head out. I actually decided to leave my pocket journal from Paper Republic behind at home because I just thought it might be a little bit quicker for me to just have my passport already out. And since I'm already bringing a bigger travel journal with me, like my A5 Slim, I don't think I need extra paper or anything like that. So I'm just going to bring that one vinyl cover journal with me with all of the 3 books inside and leave the leather cover behind, which makes me feel a little bit better anyway because we're going to a very watery, that sounds weird, destination, and I don't want to ruin the cover with like unnecessary water. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's go ahead and head downstairs and start to head out. Let's go to Punta Cana. Here's Chubbs calling the Uber. And like I said, this is all we're bringing. On the left side, the black one is our check-in bag, and on the right side is our carry-on, and Charlie's just bringing a backpack.